Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's third down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Football, and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball?
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20, 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 67 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Let's go, baby. On the return, the Chiefs take over first and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. Tackle made by Rasheem Green. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Now Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. It was Jarran Reed who got him down. Williams. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need...
And now the young man has it. It's a fake. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And that will force a turnover on downs.
It's our time.
On first down, Carson. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Now it's Carson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
57, Mike, 57. Easy. He's coming. We got double up.
The 37-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Tremendous defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
He is going to find Hill here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
It's just me and you.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's what I'm talking about.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 38 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Frank Clark, it'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. To try again after the sack, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Off the draw, here's Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Take to Carson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Frank Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 20. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory, now we'll see what transpires. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Butker's kick here is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Give me that ball, defense. What? 53, Mike. All day, dog.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson, and that's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. On 3rd down. It's Carson, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Strip that ball.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Here's Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 5. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw, Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And Dixon has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Throwing now is Wilson.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Listen.
Here's Wilson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, no matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Wilson to throw. Completes it to Dixon. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Frank Clark giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Oakland Raiders. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Now! 27, hey, we're good.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lines.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
3 bucks.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Daryl Worley there to knock that one free.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Now into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Thomas, the intended target. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A nice run leaves them just inches from a first. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on 4th and about a foot? And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Jacobs now. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Buying time to his left. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception. On the final play of this first quarter.
Saints nothing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 21 yards there on third down. On first down, Jacobs. He's got the first down inside the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A.J. Klein able to run him down for a loss of 18 yards, and it will be 4th down as well. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind.
And the Raiders have got him. Maurice Hurst picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. It's Hill, complete. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, 77 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often...
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. All even through 1 half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, now Breeze. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The rookie first-rounder, Jonathan Abram, there to knock it away. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Now a play fake. Breeze. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins.
Brings up second and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Hey, Charlie.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing now is Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. So Breeze is going to stay out there. And they're going to go for this on fourth down.
Easy, opposite. Here we go.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing his car on third down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, 49 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against. They've got his man, complete. That one goes for 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Daryl Worley there to knock that one free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he'll let it fly in the direction. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Daryl Worley.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, second down. On second and 12, Carr. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Carr will find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for two. From the gun, it's Breeze. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the fourth. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the fourth, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Tighten up, tighten up.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Carr going to throw. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Carr keeps it on the sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Running is Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. He's back to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 28.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Back to throw. And this one's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Here's Jacobs. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They hand off to their big tight end, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They go with Jacobs. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll... You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.